Alright class, today we are going to dive into the exciting world of chemistry. Chemistry is the study of matter and how it interacts with other matter. One of the key concepts in chemistry is the idea of chemical reactions, where atoms combine or break apart to form new substances. Now, in order to understand chemical reactions, we first need to understand the building blocks of matter atoms. Atoms are the smallest particles of matter that make up everything around us. Each atom is made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. The periodic table is a tool that helps us organize and classify all the different types of atoms based on their properties. When atoms come together in a chemical reaction, they form molecules. A molecule is a group of atoms bonded together. These bonds can be strong or weak depending on the atoms involved. The periodic table can help us identify which atoms are involved in a chemical reaction and how they will interact with each other. Now let's take a closer look at a specific chemical reaction. Let's say we have a reaction between hydrogen and oxygen to form water. Hydrogen is a simple atom with 1 proton and 1 electron, while oxygen is a more complex atom with 8 protons, 8 neutrons, and 8 electrons. When hydrogen and oxygen come together in a chemical reaction, they form a new molecule, water. Water is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms bonded to 1 oxygen atom. This reaction is represented by the chemical equation 2H2 plus O2 yields 2H2O. In this reaction, the hydrogen and oxygen atoms are rearranging their bonds to form a new substance. This is a common theme in chemical reactions. Atoms are not created or destroyed, they simply rearrange themselves to form new substances. Another important concept to understand in chemistry is the idea of conservation of mass. This principle states that the total mass of the reactants in a chemical reaction is equal to the total mass of the products. In other words, matter cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction, it can only change form. So, when we look at our reaction between hydrogen and oxygen to form water, we can see that the total mass of the hydrogen and oxygen atoms before the reaction is equal to the total mass of the water molecules after the reaction. This is a clear example of conservation of mass in action. In conclusion, chemistry is a fascinating field that helps us understand the world around us at the atomic level. By using the periodic table to identify the atoms involved in chemical reactions, we can begin to unravel the mysteries of matter and energy. Remember, atoms are the building blocks of everything we see, and chemical reactions are the processes that drive the transformations of matter. So, keep exploring and experimenting, and you'll be well on your way to becoming a chemistry whiz. I hope you're excited to dive deeper into the world of chemistry and explore the amazing properties of matter and energy. Chemistry is all around us, from the air we breathe to the food we eat, and understanding how atoms interact with each other can help us make sense of the world we live in. As you continue your journey in chemistry, remember to always be curious, ask questions, and never stop exploring. There are endless possibilities and discoveries waiting for you in the world of chemistry, so keep learning, experimenting, and discovering, and who knows what amazing things you'll uncover. Now let's roll up our sleeves, put on our safety goggles, and get ready to dive into some hands-on experiments. Chemistry is not just a subject to study, it's an adventure to experience. So let's get started and see where our curiosity takes us.